So first question is, what's your name?
I'm sorry. I'm like this. Please.
My name is Zoe. I'm from South Jersey, and I am an Aquarius. Growing up in South Jersey was like a lot of different things. I really love like the nature in South Jersey. The people of the suburbs of South Jersey, not so much, of course, but when you find the pockets of nature and the Pine Barrens especially, it's really just something that like feels so homey to me like every time I visit it. But yeah, my favorite song right now is Moss on My Brick Wall by Star Cleaner Reunion, I think. And my favorite artist right now is Niante. Their album that just came out, I love so much. But yeah. Posting on TikTok has always been like a form of self-expression for me, like a little digital diary, just sharing like my outfit of the day or like whatever I am choosing to express myself with, like, artistically. It's always been like a place for me to like look back at different time periods of my life, and I like continuing to like put memories into that little digital diary. That's always been my intention with social media, and I try my hardest to continue with that intention because I like remaining authentic to like what I want to do with like my time online is important to me. I will be showing my art pieces on here. I'm hoping that because I've really been trying to get this out and, you know, in the ether. So I'm hoping I'm going to like race you to this. I'm going to get my art out before this interview comes out. You'll see a few of my lovely pieces, and I love talking about the collection and what it means to me and the process. So you'll be hearing more about that. I do like look back at what I like as a child, cuz like growing up in like the 2000s and like the 2010s, I just really love the colors and patterns and busyness of that time. And I like to pick from like different decades. I kind of like change up my style and like my mood. But yeah, I love colors and patterns and color coordinations and fabrics. So I really like to play into those aspects. Well. I will say, like, I am big on cheap vacations, and I love to just go to the mountains anywhere around me because I'm practically surrounded by mountains in a 3-hour radius. So I really like doing like some glamping, going to like a camper van and renting that out, and just like being with nature. I've never been out of the country, so there's a lot of places I could want to go. I just haven't really like looked that far, because I think it's really beautiful that I live close to so much nature, and it's like cheap for me to experience it, so I take advantage of that for sure. I want to go to Vermont. That's my answer. Right now it's blue. Right. I've honestly been having like way too much of a conversation around what my favorite color is, because I grew up, it was blue. It was always blue. It was electric blue. I needed blue. And then it was green after like I was like 16 to like up until I'd say 3 weeks ago. Ooh. I dyed my hair and I'm back to blue. It's my favorite color. And okay, I love color combinations, like I said. So I love green and purple. I love purple so much. I love colors in general. Like, I love seeing how colors complement each other, and what they do when they work together is just so magical. I started making art around 2021 and taking it seriously around then. I've always really loved making things, but it wasn't until around the pandemic when I started treating making art and painting as a practice rather than something that I'm just not good at, or not as good as I wanted to be, and that just being that. And once I started treating it as a practice, it really started blossoming quickly for me, and I've just had such a cool evolution with my art that I love to see. I really love to see, and I can't wait to continue to look back at my art and look at the art that I'm currently doing and seeing that evolution.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. What inspires me? My friends, my nature. Yeah, it's mine. Nature. My friends always inspire me. My friends always give me this reset button whenever I come home from hanging with my friends. I always just feel so inspired to make things. I think my different mediums play into other ones. My fashion really has inspired me to bring vibrant and crazy colors into my art, and playing into color combinations and textures and stuff like that. Kind of the same things I love in fashion. There's a lot of things that inspire me. I think there's a long list, and sometimes I can't think of everything. My favorite pieces do always change. I like them for different reasons, and then sometimes I'll just make something, it'll be my favorite, and then I'll make a new thing, and that's my favorite thing. But out of my paintings here, I'd say my favorite paintings is this one and this one. I love painting on wood, and I want to do it more often. It just is such a good texture, and I love so much. I've always been into fashion, but when I really started getting into fashion and curating my closet and personalizing my style, it was around the same time I started getting into painting and art. It was all deep diving into self-expression and being myself, and not shopping fast fashion and trends, which has made my style flourish and make me so happy every day when I come into my closet. It's always different the way I pull an outfit together. I'm usually fixated on some sort of accessory. Lately, I've really been obsessed with fold over pant, adding a tank top and folding it over to just add kind of a 2000s vibe to any pant I have. And I can mix and match any mini skirt, any tank top, anything of any sort to kind of make a fold over pant. But yeah, it's either whatever I'm fixated on, or color combinations, or both. Yeah. My favorite items currently are the same thing with my paintings. It's whatever I most recently just got is my favorite. So I got this on Sunday. It's this nice, pretty shirt. Has belts, and it's in a plaid pattern. I think it's just so pretty, and it goes really well with my hair. I also got this flannel purse, and I literally gasped out loud when I found it. It's so freaking cute. Last but not least is this other purse. It's just so pretty. You can't go wrong. I can't wait to style these items. Well, I styled one of them. I can't wait to style the purses. I love the Goodwills. We don't love Goodwill as a corporation, but we do shop there. I love the Goodwill outlets, and I like Second Ave. Second Ave has great accessories, red, white, and blue. South Jersey in general is a hot spot for thrifting. Anytime I am entering a thrift store, I ask myself, what am I looking for? Today, we're looking for some platform sandals, some heels. Lately, I've been looking for capris. Just have on your mind what you want, even before you enter the thrift store, because you gotta manifest. You gotta manifest your pieces. And I'll tell you, it works. It works. I think, without a doubt, whenever I find accessories at thrift stores, whether it's staple necklaces or belts and stuff, stockings, and when I find vintage tights that of course they haven't been opened, but those are the best. So I would say accessories. A good thrift store with accessories is my favorite thrift store. Okay, so a lot of it, especially the painting on my walls, it's definitely a little teenage rebellion vibe. Me just trying to express myself in any means. And that's why my walls are a bit chaotic, and I do love them. But yeah, a lot of it was me just using my wall as a canvas in my earlier stages of learning to paint, and this is what it's come of it. And there's parts that I don't like anymore, but I'm excited to work off of the stuff that I already have on my walls and make it something more me now. Nice. I definitely have a hard time with this. I think as a creative person, creating is the time where I'm most confident in myself and feel like I have a purpose. So when I'm not creating, it's not really a recharge. It's more of why am I going insane? Why am I spiraling? Why am I going insane? So I guess it's more of a reminder to myself to always express myself and create, because that's what keeps me sane. Good question. I want them to just be inspired to be themselves through my work, or be inspired to have some whimsy, some play-like energy in their life, not take things too seriously. I think that's a really important thing, to kind of goof off in life and lollygag, and I want that to be seen through my art and just how I express myself in any way, yeah.
If you could give advice to your younger self, what would it be?
Hold out, girlfriend. Hold out, you got this. Things will get better. Keep being yourself. Actually, stop trying to be someone you're not. Stop trying to be someone else's definition of cool, and find your own gosh darn definition of being cool, because that's when you'll really, really feel most yourself. Yeah. Yes. Definitely just getting my art out there and shared to the world. I want to do that. I want to be more of a videographer, do more of stuff like this, and collaborate with my loved ones, my friends and family. Yes, collaborating is something I'm very excited about. I got a couple things to say. I mostly love you guys so much. My favorite interactions are usually the hi, love your stuff, and bye stuff. The drive-by, hey, love your stuff. Sometimes I just get I forget that worlds can collide, the internet world and real life, and it can get a little overwhelming. Sometimes I'm just not in the headspace to just have a person know who I am and not know who they are. But it's really nice. Just my message to anybody that sees me in public: be chill and say hi. That's all I have to say. Yeah. Just remember that I don't know you and you know me. Yeah. It's important. Y'all, we're closing out the interview.
We are.
And I've had such a lovely time, and Trinity asks great questions, and it's just been like a lovely collaboration where we have fun and are also doing things that we want to do.
Yes, agreed.
Yes.
And thank you guys for watching. This is my first time like doing one of these, and I feel like Zoe was the perfect candidate, and she was so open and down. So thank you.
Of course, you would have no idea that this is your first time,
Right?
You're an
my gosh.
interviewee.
Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for what's next to come from both of us. And period.
Mwah!
By who? Star Cleaner Reunion. Okay. Star Cleaner. No, I forgot the name of the song. Mic two, check two.
It is recording.
I love to do like,
Fuck. One more time.
Is this thing on?
really started getting into fashion and curating my pieces when like I stopped
Bloopers are about to be.
The bloopers are gonna be longer than the actual fucking interview.